Hi, everyone. It's Michelle Flemings, Career Impact Coach. And I want to talk with you today about a lot of the chatter with regard to visibility in the workplace, especially as a woman. This is very important. And what I'm thinking is we're not getting to the root of the issue. And that's why we keep talking about it and keep unfortunately falling victim to the problem. You see, it's no longer enough to just be great and to have good work product. What it requires now to be successful, to change your career trajectory and start aiming and getting positions that are VP spots, SVP, senior VPs, maybe executive VP or in the C suite. It takes being known to be great. And to be known, you have to be visible. No matter how scary it is, you have to be visible. So here goes. How do you know if you're invisible? What are the telltale signs? What are the signs and symptoms? I'm an ER doc, so that's how I kind of think about it in my head. Well, a lot of the symptoms can be subtle. You can be excluded from meetings and not really know that they're even happening. Things happen around you, things happen to you, things don't happen because of you or with your involvement or input. What else can be happening? There could be other projects, and you would love to be considered, but Joe down the way or Jane across the hall is getting pulled into those. You're there, you do good work, but no one knows necessarily that it's yours. We've spoken about that before. Claiming your work and doing that humble brag can make the difference right there. It could also be that, unfortunately, because you are part of a very large team, your contribution never gets noticed. And the shame of it is when you're invisible and you become the company's best kept secret and you're not known and you're invisible, you become replaceable. You also become someone who can be let go if there's a reduction in workforce. That there is the secret. That's why it's so important. So, how do you get to the point of being visible? I said one just now, and that is claiming your work and doing the humble brag. They're talking about a project and say, thank you so much. I worked hard on that and our team did succeed. And we're now working on part two that is going to deliver this sort of an outcome. You can also start volunteering for projects if you're not already in some of those more impactful projects in your organization. Another thing, get invited to meetings. Talk to people about these meetings that they're having around you. Maybe even recommend that you meet about some sort of a topic of importance in the organization. And when you do go to the meeting, be prepared to speak. And when you do speak, stand up. It is almost impossible to not pay attention to someone who is standing up and speaking. And you don't have to stand for very long. Just as you go, just raise up out of your seat, say your piece, and go from there. The risk, of course, is that mansplaining and people talking over you. So how I get around that is after they've mansplained me or they've just produced and presented my little piece of work, I stand up and say, thank you so much on that. I really worked hard. And in addition, I'd like to say that this is also important. That way, your voice and your statement become the last thing they hear about whatever that nugget of information was that is so impactful. So, how do you know you're invisible? A lot of telltale signs. I ask that you look when you go into your workplace. How are you being seen? Are you being brought into these decisions? Are things happening around you or are things happening to you instead of with your input, with your insight, and with your voice added to the discussion? If it is happening that way and you're not involved, get involved, even if it's a small project. And then when you're successful, claim your work. Let them know that you're awesome and offer yourself for more and do very well and claim it again. Maybe also help others to shine. That will make you be a bigger person and more valuable also in your organization. So good luck. And until next time, be you, be true, be bold, take control of your career trajectory and shine.